Okay, so Ms. Campbell, understanding that more people are being fed through your wisdom, experience, and your song, it is quoted by a famous civil rights activist that said, the content of a race is defined by the character of its woman.
That's right.
And it also says that to know about a people is to listen to the music that the people rejoice with. And in our community, people are not really rejoicing. A lot of people are praising coffins and giving death its reign. But also, there is a contingency of people like yourself who are bringing life through the music. As a singer, I've heard you say that you put it down. But it wasn't until you met Stan Ipkiss that the music really matched the caliber of your talent. Can you talk about that?
Yes. Because, you know, all these years I've been, people have known me as a singer, and I've been going out and I've been singing and everything like that. And because of the artists that's out today, that, you know, I would do covers and stuff like that. Like, I love Jill Scott, and I love what's his name? I love Bilal, and of course, you know, I love all those neo soul singers and that. And that's the kind of stuff I was singing. So people thought that's who I was. You know what I mean? Because I sing it, I love it, I sing it very well. So people thought that's who I was. But that's really not me. Like, I'm something else in here. So I would meet producers and dope producers who are big shots, who work with great people, and you know, they would sit down and say, well, what do you want to? I was like, listen. What I really want to do is, like, I want to rock out. Like, I want to make, like, some rock music. I want to make some blues music. I want to mix some jazz in it. I want to mix some hip-hop. And they're looking like, well, I got this. And they'll play it for me, you know, play a beat, whatever. And it'll be dope. And I'll say, okay, I can work with that. But it'll always be a compromise. I just got used to it. And I was like, you know, God, when am I ever going to meet that producer that could give me what I really want, and really to make the kind of music I really want to make. I love rock and roll, right? I love blues. So, you know, my brother Chops asked me to come and sing a hook, and that song became Fire.
Classic.
Yes, Fire, y'all. It's
on Spotify, Tidal.
It's all out
right
there.
now.
It's all out there, and it's doing very well, and, you know, happy about it. And you know, I didn't realize that when I agreed to go and do the hook for my brother, that would mean I'd have to come out and perform with my brother all the time. And, you know, he's dragging me. He hate when I say drag me, because I'm always going willingly. But, you know, into these hardcore hip-hop spots, marijuana, smoking. I'm like, oh, God, it's completely different from the singing world. So, but it introduced me to this whole different community of artists that I didn't even know existed. You know what I mean? These hip-hop people, and they excited. It reminded me of all of the love I used to have for music. Anywho, through that circle, Grumpy old man, you know, he had me on his show, and he's like, you know, I gotta talk to Gail Campbell. What's up? Like, we love that song Fire. Bring your music. And I'm like, well, Grump, I don't have any music. He was like, what? Haven't met the person yet. I like that. So he was like, oh, we gotta change that. So he's like, I know who I want to introduce you to. I was like, Grump, you don't know, like, the kind of music I want to make. He was like, I got a feeling. So he said he arranged a meeting between me and Stanley Ipkiss, who turned out to be my musical soulmate.
Producer extraordinaire.
So he asked me the question that every producer asks. So what category would you put yourself in? I said, I don't put myself in categories. I said, but I said I want to make like rock. I want to rock some and put soulful vocals over it. And he was like, he just smiled and started playing beat after beat. And I was going crazy. I was like, this can't be. He was like, yeah. And I started singing over the, you know, just vibing off the music. And he's looking at me like, oh my God, what are you doing? Because he never heard anything like that over his music. And I'm singing, I'm like, ah. And I knew at that point, I don't care what I have to do, saving up my little pennies. I'm buying every beat I want. I'm like, I'm doing this is it. And this has turned out to be the Ipkiss and Gail project, because he's the producer of all 5 songs on the EP. It's like, Ip is my musical soulmate. I'm so blessed and so happy that I found him. He seems to be just as happy that he found me, because he said, you know, I always wanted soul on my music, and he said, you brought soul to my music. And so we just so excited. His wife, Boss, like we all so excited, and excited about Bloody Waters.
Well, let's talk about that, because yeah, I seen Stan post pictures of his face he hears you singing, and he said in one caption, the face you make with Gail Campbell is burning a track of yours in the studio. So let's talk about Bloody Waters. Now, is that a deep spiritual meaning, or is it just something that came to the heart?
It has 3 meanings. God gave me that title after God gave me that title. And the first thing I was thinking about when God turned the Nile to blood. And
which is deep by itself.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, you know, because the song that I wrote was about, you know, one of the lines in the song is, "You won't destroy me," and it was a declaration of my freedom from a bad situation, and I felt like Israel leaving Egypt. You know what I mean? So that was one of the meanings. Secondly, as I was making the project and doing song after song after song, I realized like the bruises on my body. I realized like how hurt I was. I realized what I had been through. I realized that I was like, yo, this thing is bloody. It's like getting bloody. You know, and I was like, oh, that's why it's Bloody Waters. You know, it started to make sense to me after, you know, more and more and more, like a deeper revelation of it. Because I didn't even really understand. And I'm still understanding as we're completing the project.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to buy it as soon as it comes out, so don't even worry about that. But the eloquent thing about your title, because I actually went deeper than what I thought. Because I thought you was on some pro-black righteousness joint with it, because blood is family, and water cleanses the spirit. Like, I was thinking all types of things, you know what I'm saying? And even when you went into how God turned the Nile bloody, that was I don't know, for those who are deep into studying religion and stuff, I like to study everything, as you tell how I talk. But when they say when the Most High turned the Nile bloody, it was a declaration to Egypt that in the 3rd dynasty he was killing one of the goddesses over water to show his dominance over their resources.
Woo!
So I was thinking, even with that came to mind, are you showing dominance over your sound and over the industry? Are you showing dominance over the ear of the untrained listener? Are you showing dominance through declaration of your independence of soul? So I wonder, what are the people getting when they get Bloody Water?
by you saying that, I got another revelation. And it's not me showing dominance. It's God saying, this is my daughter. And like that whole breaking protocol. This is my daughter. And like nothing you can do can destroy her. You know, nothing, because I have her covered. And so when people listen to Bloody Waters, like you said, it's going to give people permission to be vulnerable again. You know, I want to redefine the definition of the strong black woman. Because, you know, you see it on Instagram all day. A strong black woman, you know, get up and keep it moving, even when her then. Well, you know what this strong black woman did? Laid in the bed in a fetal position for months and couldn't move and was ready to take my life. You know, but I survived, so that means I'm not weak. You know, I survived what was supposed to kill me. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about that on Bloody Waters. I'm talking about that in these 5 songs. So I want to redefine, like, stop this myth of this strong black woman who has no vulnerability. You know, we could talk about, you know, we could talk about how bloody things got. We can talk about how serious things get. We can talk about when we were on the verge and we was ready to jump off. We can talk about that. Thank God we can talk about that. Because that means the fact that we can talk about it means we survived it. So, the myth of I want to redefine that. Yes, we are strong black women, but not because we're superhuman. Not because we don't get bruised. Not because, you know, nothing affects us and we can keep it moving and you can't do this to me. No, it means that we can get knocked down. And I might even lay there for a little bit. But it's something deep down inside of me that's been given to me through generation and generation and generation and generation of black women that just keep on allowing us to keep swimming. You know, we just keep swimming. The water might be bloody from all our bruises, but we just keep swimming. We keep it moving. So I hope that people feel like it's okay to be vulnerable, to talk about it. Like you were talking about the issues of mental illness in the music business. Musicians are the most mentally ill people. You know, we are the most depressed people. You know, that's why the drugs and alcohol and everything is so pervasive. You know what I mean? Because people are depressed. And, you know, we need to talk about it. We need to get it out. We need to celebrate the fact that we're still here, that we keep it moving, that God has a hedge of protection. I thank God, you know, that I'm still here. I thank God that He even took my pain and molded it into a masterpiece. You know what I mean? Only He can do that. You know, I didn't know that me going through that was going to produce Bloody Waters. You know what I mean? I had no idea. You know, so God be praised. And I hope that with Bloody Waters, people want to dig deeper and people want to be more honest. And I mean, as I was writing the songs, I was thinking, I can't do this. You know, it's a couple of songs I said, I can't do this. This is too transparent. I can't do this. But God was saying, be brave. Go in there and be brave. Be brave. And I cried as I wrote some of those songs. You know, I still get emotional when I write. Sometimes I think about when I have to go out and I start performing these songs, how am I going to get through it? You know, but yeah, it's all right. Because we're human. We're human. And we are superheroes, but we're going to redefine what superhero is. We're going to redefine what strong black woman is. That's my hope for Bloody Waters.